Good day. It's very bright. What? I look like a ghost. Why do I look like a ghost? Anyway, that may be better. We'll get there. So, hashtag health, wealth, life, day 60. Day 60, we are into the third month of the year. How's your year going? How are your New Year's resolutions still holding up? Give me a thumbs up and a yes if they are. Well done if they are. So, quickly, first question. What's the number one thing you've learnt or discovered so far from Health, Wealth, Life? 60 days of Health, Wealth, Life. We're 60 days into this year, 3 months into this year. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you, as always. What's the number one thing that you've picked up so far from Health, Wealth, Life? Personal to everyone. What's your number one thing? What's your number one thing? Hi, Rose. Good to have you aboard. How's your day? How your day is going? Sarah, how's your day? Good, bad, in between? Rose? So what's the number one? What's the number one thing? Very quickly, just pop it in the comment box below. What's the number one thing you've learnt from Health, Wealth, Life so far? And then I'll crack on with today's message. Noz, good to talk to you again. Welcome aboard. Can't forget to say that. Hey, what's the number one thing you've learnt? Quickly pop it in. Pop it in, pop it in, pop it in. So, why you tell me what's the number one thing you've learnt so far? How about, you don't even have to have learnt it. Consistency, brilliant. That is such a powerful thing. We can be completely crap, but consistent and we'll get better. We can be completely and utterly crap at something, which a lot of people are about a lot of things, but with consistency, you just automatically get better. Think about that as a distinction. That's a great one, Noz. Consistency. That is, it's right up there. Possibly the priority, number one. Consistency, no matter what. Okay, so it's the daily activities that take you closer to your goal. Absolutely. Brilliant distinction. Daily activities that take you closer to your goal. And it's about stacking those activities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It's not one thing that's just going to take care of the whole lot. It's not one pill that's going to take care of all your issues in life. It's a great point, Sarah. And there's always a mess before success. Yes, the mess before success. That was a good one. So always, like making an omelette, you're going to make yourself a nutritious, quality, lovely tasting omelette. It's going to be a right mess. You've got to crack some eggs, right, before you make that omelette. Same with anything. Same with business. Same with your body. It's got to be a bit of a mess. You've got to get in a mess in the gym. You've got to sweat, and then you get yourself there. The mess before success. Hi, Moo. Good to have you on board. So anyway, anything else you guys learned? You're watching anything you don't give up? That's a good one as well. Very similar to consistency. You can't be giving up. You can't be consistent if you're giving up, right? You can't give up. You can't be consistent and give up at the same time. So those two go hand in hand. Think about, you can switch those around. Am I being consistent? Am I giving up? Either way, just focus on that consistency. No matter how crap we are to begin at something, if we're consistent, we get better and better and better. Okay, so I just wanted to start with that. If you think of anything else you've learned, any distinctions that have popped up for you, anything that's been helpful, pop it in the comment box below. I won't mention that one, Sarah. Give me a thumbs up and give me a share. Invite some people. So you should be able to see on your screen, invite. Invite some friends. Bring some friends to the party. Mally, how are you, mate? How are you? Give me a thumbs up, mate. I hope you're well. Let's have a catch up soon. Maybe we'll grab a coffee. But invite some people. Press the invite button and get some more people in here with us. Let's have a good conversation. I've got something really nice to share with you today. Shared and invited. Thank you, Noz. I appreciate that. Sharing is caring. All right, so why am I here? Why the hell am I here? I had a great conversation with a good friend of mine. I consider him a good friend and mentor as well yesterday. And we talked about, what we're doing, what we're up to in life. And why am I here? Why am I here? So why do I do these coaching videos every day? And I wanted to have some clarity on that. So I'm here to guide you to greatness. I'm here to guide you to greatness. Now, what does that mean? Greatness, if you're great at something, it's a quality, it's a distinction of someone. Someone who's great at something, they've defined and they have something of quality and a distinction about them. And that's what I'm here to help you do. I'm here to guide you to greatness. Because everyone's greatness is different, right? So your level of greatness different to the person sitting next to you, or person you last spoke to. Everyone's different, and that is absolutely fine. That's why it works. This works for everyone because everyone's got their next level of greatness. So, and your greatness is, remember the one where I said the video, the training where I talked about don't judge yourself against anyone else. Guide you to a body transformation. That is part of it. So I guide you to greatness in lifestyle. So we're looking at our mindset and our emotions and our managing our stress. I guide you to distinctions to be great in that area, and then distinctions to be great. A guide to be great in exercise, so movements and which ones to do to bring out the best body shape and get your body working well, and also guide you to be great in nutrition and give you some ideas, concepts, techniques, strategies around eating and food, when, what, how, and the same with supplements. So I'll guide you on all of them all the way through, guide you to greatness. That is why I'm here. So that's why I'm here every day. I just want to be clear about that. So if you like the sound of that, then just give me a thumbs up and let me know you're in the right room. You're in the right chat with me. So I was listening to a podcast earlier. It was really interesting. So I want to go off on a slight tangent about greatness and what can stop us sometimes from being at our greatest. I was listening to a podcast. Todd Herman, he's a coach of athletes, high-performance athletes and CEOs. And he was talking about he had a high-performing tennis player. She was excellent. She was much better technically than most of the people she played. And when she started playing the game, she'd quite often get ahead in the game, in points and in sets. So she'd get ahead of the game, and a pattern emerged that she'd get so far ahead, then she'd start to fall, not literally, or maybe sometimes, but she'd start to fall that she'd give points away, and she'd slowly get the game, she'd lose her momentum, and the opponent, if they were good and focused, they'd gain momentum and end up winning the game some of the time. So she didn't win as many games as she could have. So what they realized was she, in her everyday life, she was an excellent tennis player, but in her everyday life, she was a really kind person, and she didn't like to dominate anyone. So the problem was that she was great at tennis, but she was taking onto the court with her this kind person, and that kind person was coming out saying, I really can't dominate my opponent, I really don't want to do that. And that was sabotaging how successful, how great she could have been in her career. So what they did, they made that distinction that she can't take that person onto the court with her. So who does she need to take on the court with her? Because we've all got different elements to ourselves, right? Yeah, that's a wicked pen, right? A good spot, Noz. So we're all different people. When we talk to our clients, we're a certain way. If we talk to our kids, can't talk to our kids in the same way we talk to our clients, or maybe our best friends. We don't talk to them in the same way, right? So they're different elements of ourselves. They're not separate. They're different elements of ourselves that we can interact and be great with different people. So we can be great for different people. So what she did, and what they did, Todd Herman and his client, the tennis player, they realized who is a strong person that you can see in your life or you'd emulate. And she chose someone from like of CSI, who was a strong woman, knew Krav Maga, and was just blasted through life basically. Hannity, good to see you, and blasted through life. So she chose her, and they was like, right, that's who you take onto the court. That's who you take on the court with you, and that's who you are. So she became that alter ego on the court, the strong, bold woman, and bam, she won more games. She became more successful. Her greatness was enabled to come out. Yeah. So, where are you at your greatest? Where or when? When are you at your greatest? Can you answer that? Pop it in the message box. When are you at your greatest? Like you feel passion, you're fired up, you're loving it. You know, I love coaching. I'm here coaching right now. And I love it when I can create a cut through and a clarity on a topic, whether anything to do. I love mindset, obviously. I've talked a lot about that. Mindset and emotions, lifestyle, exercise, nutrition, supplementation. Create clarity that enables you, guides you to be great, guides me to be great. So I share what I learn. If I learn something new and it's better than what I was doing before, I'll share it. I'll say I was doing this before, found a better way, let's do this. It's more effective, yeah? So I'll always share. A long time I made a mistake where I was learning all this knowledge and picking up all this information because I've just got an unquenchable thirst for reading and knowledge and listening, and I love information that empowers us, and I can share that. But I used to keep that for my clients and my friends and close family. And I made a bit of a mistake there. I made a mistake, really, to be honest, because it's pointless. It's pointless holding on to it. I just share everything now. You ask me a question, I just give you the whole answer. I don't hold anything back. So Noz, when you're at work helping your clients, that's your passion, that drives you, that lights you up. Yeah, Tony Robbins would say it lights you up. And mine is when I can coach and create distinctions. So if I give you a distinction today, I feel amazing about that. So many people have messaged me and in here and in private messages to say, you know, you really made a distinction. Someone messaged me the other day, a friend of mine, she did a weightlifting competition and she said, focus on activities, not results. Remember that video? She said that really helped with her competition and she performed better than she thought she was going to perform. So that fires me up. That makes me feel absolutely amazing about what I'm doing and life in general, really. So another example is Superman. Superman's another example. So Clark Kent, Superman, goes through life. Who's the alter ego there? Who's the real person and who's the alter ego? Anyone quick enough? Anyone quick enough to answer that? In the Superman story, who's the real person? Who's the alter ego? I'll answer it. Anyone? You've all fallen off. So, I can see you. So the alter ego is Clark Kent. We'd think of that as the real person, maybe. Or maybe you got it right. You got it right. Noz, perfectly right. So Clark Kent is the alter ego. And he created that alter ego in order to win in the game that he found himself. Because if he was Superman all the time, he wouldn't have been accepted. Yeah, that's right, Sarah. In delay, but you're right. Maybe I think I speak it and it goes out to you guys in delay. I think there's a slight delay on it. Passion in easy, holistic lifestyle and tunes, simplify my knowledge to share it with others. Exactly. Yeah, so Clark Kent is the alter ego, but he created that. Superman created that alter ego in order to win and be accepted into the game that he found himself. And that's what we need to do. I want to create that clarity on a thought process for you. We can create an alter ego in different areas of our lives that enable us to be great. You know, you could take when are you at your greatest? And as you said, when you're at work helping your clients. I'm at my greatest when I'm coaching people, helping them make a distinction. Maybe it's in the gym, a distinction on a movement pattern and how to build a muscle or how to get rid of an injury. And they create more greatness. They're greater. They become great in their bodies and in their movement patterns and free from injury. For example, Bruce Wayne and Batman. Yes, another one. So it's an alter ego. That's an interesting one, that one, actually. So when are you at your greatest? And what was I going to say? What I want to say, more than Noz, think about this. So if you're watching this live or if you're watching this as a recording, I want you to answer it. It's important you type it. Either write it out for yourself if you don't want to share it so publicly, but write it in the comment box or write it out yourself on paper. And write down, when are you at your greatest? It's really important for you to answer that, whether you're watching live or whether you are watching as a recording. Answer that question for yourself. I'd like to hear the answer. I'd like to hear your answer, and I'll certainly reply. And we can help define and make a distinction around that together and bring out more of it. You know, how could we use today's distinction that we can use alter egos, and we already use them already, all of us. How can we see where one alter ego isn't empowering us, isn't invigorating our lives, and we can bring in a different alter ego. For instance, like the tennis player. She took out the kind person. She was that in the rest of her life, but when she went onto the court, she was this powerful woman who blasted through and created more greatness and probably created more happiness for everyone watching her games. She was even more of a joy to watch for everyone. Maybe not her opponent, but everyone else. So where in your life could you create even more greatness by just tweaking your alter ego in that area of your life? And this isn't about being someone you're not. We're all different people to different people throughout our entire lives. But some of them don't serve us. So I just want to have that conversation, is where can we first be aware of it and then bring in a strong alter ego. You might want to become the Incredible Hulk in some elements of your life, or someone else more fitting. Superwoman or Superman, whoever. Maybe not a superhero. Maybe it's, Elon Musk. He's a businessman and he's an inspiration. His vision is to have humans as a multi-planetary species. That's quite a vision, right? That's quite a vision. Owner of Tesla, actually created, I believe, and sold PayPal. He's a passionate guy, intelligent guy. Harley Quinn. I don't know who that is. Who is that, Sarah? Who's Harley Quinn? Am I missing out? Let me know. I will catch up quickly. Napoleon Hill, amazing person. Created one of the best books ever written on earth, and it's still a bestseller now. And it was written in 1937. Unbelievable! It's a fantastic book. Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read it, highly suggest it. Anyway, so the point I'm here. Harley Quinn. I'll look that up. Don't know how I missed it, but I'll look it up. I'll catch up with that one. Thank you. So I'm here to guide you to greatness. That's the clarity. Where are you and when are you at your greatest in your life currently? Where and when? Think of a moment when you felt great, everything. You was at your greatest. Think of that moment. What was going on? And how can we use this distinction of alter egos and being at our greatest to have more of it, to generate more of that in our lives? How can we be even greater? So I think having these conversations every day, creating little distinctions every day, stacking those distinctions and activities every day is a way to slowly but surely bring about greatness, bring out even more of your greatness that's in there. And sometimes, like the example with the tennis player, we're getting in our own way. So as a group, sometimes we can't notice that. We need a coach. Nadia, it's another school reunion. How are you? Long time no see. I hope you're well. I see a couple of your family pics online randomly. Look very good indeed. So happy to have you aboard. Anyway, we're talking about greatness. If you missed the whole of the video, I'm just about to wrap it up. I was just finishing off. Please shoot back to the beginning. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a share. Press invite. Invite some people to see the video and listen to the video. I really like to get this message out there. I'm here to guide people to greatness, bringing out your personal best, guide you to that great point. Remember in your life, where and when are you at your greatest? And how can you bring out more of that? Think about alter egos. Bring in a character that you need in a certain area of your life to blossom, to be even greater than you are now. That's what I'm going to leave you with today. So reply to every question I've asked, pop it in the comment box below or send me a direct message. Thank you for the share, Rose. I appreciate that. Give me a share if you've watched this, if any of it's resonated with you, if you think that this could help a friend or a family member, anyone, give us a share, bring some friends to the party. Tag me in a Harley Quinn picture as well, if you know who that is. Communicating coaching help revive my powers. Yeah, so I find that when I do these coaching, when I coach someone, I feel alive after, whether that's in person, whether that's on a Facebook Live like this or a video like this. I feel alive, and that is my passion. That's what lights me up. So helping create distinctions, and I'm getting better at refining those. I'm not going all over the place with the distinction. So I like to make one distinction, and it's about greatness today. How to guide you to your greatness. When and where are you at your greatest, and how can you bring out more of that thinking about alter egos. All the top men and women use it. Believe me, believe me. Okay, we're finished there today. Take amazing care of yourself and everyone around you. And remember, happy is a skill that you can learn. And this is a better way to bring out your personal best and your greatness. And let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us. And I'll see you tomorrow at 4:30. 4:30 tomorrow, a little bit earlier. Have an amazing evening, guys. Talk soon.